Hi everyone, William here. Let's go for another training game, 15 plus 10 on chess.com. I hope I find the game. It's 7 a.m. on Brazil, and at this time it's hard to find 50 plus 10 games. Okay, so we have a game as black against 1e4. Let's go for the Caro-Kann here. Fantasy variation. Against the fantasy, I like to play e6 here. Solid. And kind of transpose into a French defense. Okay. I don't know if I made a mistake playing knight f6, but okay. Where do I want my bishop? It's my good bishop, so we're going b4. I don't want to trade that bishop now. So let's go bishop to e7, castle, and try to break on the f file. Let's see what my opponent do here. Usually we break in the top of the pawn chain, right? But in this case, I'm considering f6. Although c5 here seems good too. Let's say f6, he castles. If I take, he can take with the f pawn. And this pawn is permanently weak. So I think I'm going to play c5 here. He can castle, he can develop the bishop. Okay, so here go knight c6, queen to b6. If I take, I improve his bishop. Let's go knight f6. Followed by queen b6, putting pressure on both b2 and e4. I need to watch out about f5 here. Keep an eye on this pawn break. Castle maybe? If he takes, I take with the knight. How can I develop my white square bishop? My opponent is thinking a lot. Fantasy is one of the variations I need to study more because it's not so clear for me how to play. So he has 3 defenders, I have 3 attackers, and here I don't have 3 attackers. Now I have 3. Just so if we take I want to know where he's going to castle. If he takes now, I take on b2. He has this now too. Huh. Okay. What if I take? It's probably going to take with the knight. Then I'm going to take back. If he takes with the queen, okay. What I can do. Where do I want my pieces? If we trade everything after bishop to c5, bishop to c5, knight a4, maybe queen to, so bishop to c5, knight a4, queen c6. I'm going to try. I hope it's not a blunder and I lose a piece here. I think it's not. I'm just trying to trade more pieces here. The end game will be probably equal if I'm not blundering a piece after knight here, queen here. I think I'm not blundering anything. He kind of needs to react here or take or go knight a4, and after queen to c6 he can go queen. No, he can, no, yes he can. Then I take here. If he goes takes with the rook, I take with the queen, and his structure is damaged. My opponent disconnected. I hope he came back. I want to reach 1900, but playing, not by disconnecting the opponents. But this is not a... I want to see in the analysis. Okay, my opponent connected. So we're still having a game. If he takes the bishop, I think I take him with the knight. And then I have the e4 square for my knight. I'm probably going to cut the times in which my opponent is thinking. I'm not talking a lot in this video. But he is taking a lot of time to move here. I think the best move is knight a4. Okay. So he didn't go knight e4. Hmm. Okay, now takes, queen takes, queen takes, rook takes, f f6. So bishop takes, queen takes, rook takes, f6. I like this. If he takes, I might take with the rook and activate this. He needs to react, because if he doesn't, he's losing a pawn. Now taking with the rook or with the knight here. I think with the rook. And then I need to find a way to improve my bishop. He has 3 pieces developed. I have only 1, and it's kind of bad. If I am evaluating this position, I will prefer white, I think. If it's... Although I have an extra central pawn and a potential fast pawn here, my position isn't bad at all. So I think he needs to take, and then I have 2 central pawns. And after takes, if I take with the rook, he's probably going to play rook to f1. But he can't, because I have... No, he can't. Defending the rook with the bishop. Okay, so... No, he doesn't need to react immediately. Now, what I want to develop... I need to improve my knight. But this rook here might be good too. But by playing knight to f6, my bishop get the square here. But do I want my bishop there? Or I want this bishop here? Yeah. Or should I take with the pawn? Seems risky. I think I'm taking with the knight here. Then if g5, knight e8, going for these 2 squares. And I have this too. He's going to play rook. Rook f1. My pieces are too passive. Can go all in too with a4 here. Try something like this. I have e5. I end up in a position that seems better for my opponent. His bishop is better than mine. His knight is better than mine. He has a good square here for his knight too. So if he manages to reroute the knight somehow, it will be a pain to play against this knight on. Okay. Okay. Let's connect the rooks. I think he can't play b6 because if I take, he takes, I have e5, winning a pawn again. But I lose this one. Hmm. Should I play? Hmm. His rook is okay. So he's winning that pawn. Okay. There's one, but yeah, but hmm. We're going to end up in a completely symmetrical position where his pieces are better placed than mine, and he has more space. I need to take with a piece. Takes, and then it's going to be equal material, probably, if I don't lose this pawn too. I'm going to take here with the knight or with the rook. If he takes with the knight, probably going bishop to... No, here is probably better. And then I defend the pawn here. Okay. So this seems to be a good move. And depending on his choice. Oh, but I'm going to end up with an isolated pawn there. Poor decision by me. Yeah. So he takes back. And I am in a hard end game. He needs to move the knight. And then where do I put my bishop? Okay. This check is not going to work. This ain't two. So he's going to play this position without a knight, which might give me some... Bro. I might win this on time. But he's in a really bad shape here. Oh shit. I hang mate. Oh my. That was sad. That was sad. Okay, so was a mistake. This I don't know. This I'm not playing this. This yeah. Ah. This is why we study checkmate patterns. Ah, sad. Another loss, but that's okay. Let's go for another game and let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and this is how to lose. Thank you.